Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Our Stock Trades. Definitely a somber day for the real, investment world and stock market analysis and value investing. Uh, Unfortunately, Charles Munger just passed away, and this is just from CNN here. They give a nice little summary about what's going on. So, Charlie Munger, a billionaire and longtime friend and business partner of Warren Buffett, has died. Uh, Berkshire, Berkshire Hathaway said in a press release that Munger passed peacefully on Tuesday morning in a California hospital. Berkshire Hathaway could not have been built to its present status without Charlie's inspiration, wisdom, and participation. CEO Warren Buffett said in the release. So, Charles Thomas Munger, known by his nickname Charlie, was born on January 1st, 1924, literally right before, I believe, his 100th birthday. No? Passed away at 99 years old in Omaha, Nebraska. He was born. Munger served in the U.S. Army during World War II after leaving the University of Michigan in 1943 at the ages of 19. Following the war, Munger attended Harvard Law and graduated with honors in 1948 and moved to Southern California, where he practiced real estate law. Munger met Buffett in 1959 at a dinner with when Munger was in Omaha for his father's funeral. Munger and Buffett struck up a very fast friendship, and he helped Warren move away from small cap type investing to paying a little over fair value for an amazing, tremendous business, and was able to transform Berkshire Hathaway into what it was. But most importantly, inspired so many people. I mean, these are the kind of the legends, Benjamin Graham, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger. These are the people in which this channel and our Al Stock Trades platform and our data and our analysis stems from. It's the book that we publish. It all stems from these types of people. My apologies if you overhear my dog. Again, I wasn't planning on making this video, of course, right? In fact, I actually didn't hear about this until one of our members was his RP Charlie Munger, and I was like, wait, I'm like, what? And then I checked, and yeah. So this hits home. Charlie was a very funny character. So in his memory, I'm going to show you a video here, and hopefully you'll laugh. Gentleman is very, he's hilarious, and we'll stop the video here to kind of do some commentary on here. So, in his honor, right?
For those of you who are about to enter business school or who there, I recommend you learn to do it our way, but at least until you're out of school, you have to pretend to do it their way.
Yeah, so he comments on how a lot of graduate schools, especially if you go to business school, they teach you all this nonsense. And, trust me, if like the professor was successful, he wouldn't be teaching you guys this at a university. He would have started his own thing. He wouldn't be going into, all these university meetings and grading papers and all this other stuff that comes with teaching a course. If you want to do what the big boy does, you follow these people. You follow what they do. And that's what he was saying there. We'll replay it because that's one of my favorite quotes of him.
For those of you who are about to enter business school or who there, I recommend you learn to do it our way, but at least until you're out of school, you have to pretend to do it their way.
People don't seem to get that point. You have any idea why, Charlie?
Warren, if people weren't so often wrong, we wouldn't be so rich.
No.
People are so often wrong, we wouldn't be so rich.
Yeah, I think.
And he just says it so perfectly.
People don't seem
no
to get
emotion.
That point. You have any idea why, Charlie?
Warren, if people weren't so often wrong, we wouldn't be so rich.
No.
Yeah, I think you would understand any presentation using the word EBITDA. If every time you saw that word, you just substituted the phrase bullshit earnings.
Yeah, and to Andrew Toy, whenever you talk about EBITDA, it's just another way of bullshit earnings. We care about net income and free cash flow.
Yeah, it's not that much fun to buy a business where you really hope this sucker liquidates before it goes broke.
I like cryptocurrencies a lot less than you do. To me, it's just dementia. Professional traders that go into trading cryptocurrencies, it's just disgusting. It's like somebody else is trading turds and you decide I can't be left out. I don't think there are good arguments against my position. I think the people that oppose my position are idiots. And so, no, I'm optimistic about life. If I can be optimistic when I'm nearly dead, surely the rest of you can handle a little inflation. And of course, that's the other advice. The best way to get what you want in life is to deserve what you want. How could it be otherwise? It's not crazy enough so that the world is looking for a lot of undeserving people to reward. A director getting $150,000 a year from a company who needs it is not an independent director.
Warren Buffett here just looks worried. He's like, what are you going to say? Oh my God, I'm going to get a lot of emails. Warren Buffett looks so uncomfortable.
They're looking for chihuahuas, and
Oh, sorry.
Who needs it is not an independent director.
they're looking for chihuahuas and not Great Danes. Yeah. And I hope I'm not insulting any of my friends that are on comp committees.
You're insulting the dogs.
No.
Everybody wants fiscal virtue, but not quite yet. They're like that guy who felt that way about sex. He was willing to give it up, but not quite yet. Well, you don't want to be like the motion picture executive in California. And they said the funeral was so large because everybody wanted to make sure he was dead. It was investment banker aided fraud. Now, not exactly novel.
That does not mean we approve of every buyback at all, though. I mean, we've seen.
No. I think some people just buy it to keep the stock up. And that, of course, is insane and immoral. But apart from that, it's fine.
But apart from that, it's fine because they buy back their stock and they use it for Apple too to tell them to buy back their stock.
And yet it's perfectly obvious, at least to me, that to say that derivative accounting in America is a sewer is an insult to sewage.
I've listened to so many nonsensical cost of capital discussions that,
I've never heard an intelligent one.
yeah, Charlie's big on lowering expectations.
Absolutely. That's the way I got married.
And he changed it because, like, shoot, you might be insulting my wife. So then he brought it back, the joke on himself.
My wife lowered her expectations. Sure, there are a lot of things in life way more important than wealth. All that said, some people do get confused. I play golf with a man. He says, what good is health? You can't buy money with it. Well, there are a whole lot of things I don't think about. And one of them is companies that are losing $2 or $3 billion a year and going public. And the people who invented this crypto crapo, sometimes I call it crypto crapo and sometimes I call it, well, crypto shit. It's
Literally in front of CNBC, millions of people watching. I call it crypto shit.
just ridiculous that anybody would buy.
Just look at her laughing. Just look at her laughing. Let's replay this.
Invented this crypto crapo. Sometimes I call it crypto crapo and sometimes I call it, well, crypto shit. It's just ridiculous that anybody would buy this stuff. It isn't even slightly stupid. It's massively stupid. And in accounting, you can do things like they do in Italy when they have trouble with the mail. You know, it piles up and irritates the postal employees. They just throw away a few carloads and then everything's flows smoothly thereafter.
Folks. That happened in some unnamed international country.
Yeah, Italy. The general system for money management requires people to pretend that they can do something that they can't do and to pretend to like it when they really don't. I think that's a terrible way to spend your life, but it's very well paid. You are mixing something
which is wretched and irrational and has bad consequences, with something that has very good consequences. But you know, if you mix raisins with turds, they're still turds.
That's why they have me write the annual report.
Well, I can't give you a formulaic approach because I don't use one. If you want a formula, you should go back to graduate school. They'll give you lots of formulas that won't work.
As Samuel Johnson said famously, I can give you an argument, but I can't give you an understanding.
It's extraordinary how resistant some people are learning anything.
He
The answer
volunteered.
is no, the board at Lubrizol did not breach its duty because we were not going to participate in the transaction if they didn't do it our way. Has anybody else got an easy question? It's not that great a business as a business, casualty insurance. It's a tough game. There are temptations to be stupid in it. It's like banking. But competency is a relative concept. And what a lot of us need, including the one speaking, what I needed to get ahead was to compete against idiots. And luckily, there's a large supply. And I don't like multitasking. I see these people doing three things at once, and I think, God, what a terrible way that is to think. Warren reminds me, once I asked a man who just left a large investment bank, and I said, how does your firm make its money? He said, off the top, off the bottom, off both sides, and in the middle. Well, I would rather throw a viper down my shirt front than hire a compensation consultant. I think I've offended enough people.
Right. There's 2 or 3 in the balcony.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you, Charlie Munger. Thank you for inspiring the masses. Thank you for inspiring myself. It's been an honor, and what a life. You know, we're going to continue preaching value investing, and we're going to continue doing what we do. And what can I say, guys? Life is short. My apologies for my dogs. Wasn't planning on making this video. You know, sad day. Sad day. All right, guys. RIP. Rest in peace. And that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully I'll see you. It'll be next time I see you is a lot better. Sorry for my loss of words, but you know, value investing lost at one of the greats today. So have a good day.